not live.
We're not live.
We're not live.
Now we're live.
Now we're live.
No, we are. We weren't before. Yeah, it was different. Yeah. So anyway, here we are.
Hello.
Melissa, do our intro.
Hi, this is the Health Tech Talk Show. I'm Melissa Danino. That's Michael Marchant. That's No Resolutions, Lisa Berry. And that's Kat McDavitt. And we will have an actual video for you next week. It's made. It's just not here.
Yeah, we're gonna have an intro video. Apparently it's amazing. We are excited. So welcome to 2025, America. Shit is
oh my god.
crazy.
We did it, sort of.
I'm gonna sing the ABBA song shortly.
Okay, well, you want to do it now
Has
since we
a
don't
Happy
have
New
an
Year
intro
song.
video?
No singing, no live singing.
You sure?
Karaoke rules.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, okay.
No.
Yeah. What? I don't know.
Nothing.
Anyway,
I thought you
I'm
were
in a new
frozen.
house, so my internet may or may not
Anyway.
be working. Melissa's. Oh no, I'm totally here. I'm right here.
That's great. That's great.
Okay. Well, America. You know what? I'm gonna move Melissa because you are a little grainy. I'm gonna move you back. I'm gonna move Michael back, and Lisa.
Okay.
We're
So,
gonna
Kat,
talk. We're gonna
We
do.
are back. We are
Is this
back.
me with the shitty internet, or is this you?
Can you not hear me?
Okay,
Hello?
we're back.
Hello?
I can hear you. I can totally
great.
hear you. I can
I
hear
was
you.
just saying, so it's 2025. We were off for a while. We had some vacations. Some things happened. Good, bad, neutral, all of the above. And we have a show today.
We do have a show today. So today we are not having any special guests because we are the special guests.
Yeah.
And we are doing, you know how everybody has those top 131 women in healthcare lists and all that? And we're all like, WTF, how do you get on those lists? We made our own list.
Nobody paid us, but you can pay us.
Yeah.
We won't give you anything for it, but you can pay us. But we didn't take anyone's money for this list, just to be clear.
Yeah, you couldn't sponsor us and get on the list. You probably have to be our friend and be on the list. But like, there's no money involved here. So
There's no money.
yeah, anyway, so we've got a list. The categories are made up. They were made up while Lisa and I were on airplanes slacking each other. So we probably missed a lot. So maybe we'll do a new list later, TBD. But this is the list we've got. But hey, Lisa, before we get on our list deck that we made approximately 2 hours ago with photos and everything, what do you think is currently happening in America?
I mean, I thought for a second that Mike Johnson was not going to be voted in as Speaker of the House, but do not worry, everyone. Mike Johnson is the Speaker of the House, the 119th Congress. And that is good because he has proven he can keep the government open, which is apparently a big deal.
Yeah.
So,
I thought that guy sucked, but he's doing it.
Listen, he has kept the government open in spite of itself. It has tried so hard to close, and he has really been able to make some deals. I don't like the deals. I don't like the CRs, but I got to hand it to him about keeping the government open. So that's good in the sense of like, we have a government that might work to some extent. That's cool. Bad start to the year for America in general, though. Like, not great, guys.
Yeah, there's some
Whole
murders.
terrorism things. Not a big fan of that. So would love to not have that have happened.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Not great.
So one of the things I've loved, Lisa, since we are super insiders, as everybody knows, is everybody else's predictions on who's going to be appointed to what.
Yeah, I got
Do
a
you
couple
think they're all
to
stupid?
last couple days here. Wow. I'd like to remind everyone that the recommendation from the Health Tech Talk Show is Dawn Rucker for National Coordinator. I don't know if anyone's listening to us, but there are some other names floating around here and there. And so we shall see. So far, reasonably good. No women, as we expected, but you know.
But you know what? Like, I had a really good friend tell me, like, the next 4 years are like DEI for white guys. Like, they're back.
They need some help. They need some
Back.
help. They need help.
And you know what?
It's a hard couple years.
Yeah, you know, like the past 4 years were kind of weird for us because we didn't have to lead from behind. But you know what, Lisa? Like, it's like riding a bike. Like, I am ready.
fine.
We're gonna
Whatever.
get the job done, so it's fine. But yeah, everybody's like, "Ew, so and so's the top pick," and I was like, "What? Like, are we drinking at different bars? We must be." But anyway, the other thing is like the other recommendation from the talk show is that we all just go on vacation until Inauguration Day because shit is crazy. Yeah. So anyway,
I will actually
right.
be on vacation for Inauguration Day. I will be in New Zealand. Don't worry about me. They'll probably let me back into the country. I am an American citizen. So it's fine. But I will not be here. I'm so sorry to miss that. Good luck to all of you.
Well, you're not a Republican though, so they might not let you back in. TBD. I don't know what's gonna happen.
This is true.
Yeah,
this is true.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
True.
Anyway, look at us. Look at this great image. Thank you, Maxlin Kovalchik, for like doing this for us as usual. Love the tiger. Love how skinny you made us look. We look great.
I know.
Yes.
Really appreciate that. And this is why it says no resolutions, because I don't need any. I'll just have Max do a illustration.
That's what I'm talking about. And it's not like we're ever in person. So, except we will be next week. Oh yeah, before we forget, because this list is probably going to take us a while because we'll probably debate with each other and then make stuff up. Though we do agree on most things. Next week, or no, week after next, we're going to JPM. We are doing 2 live talk shows at the request of Weird, our great federal government.
Like government agencies were like, hey, can you guys do a talk show and make fun of us? We were like, yes, we can.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah. So we have 1 hour. Both shows are going to be on Monday, the 13th. The first one is with NIH. The commander, Michael Banyas, is going to line up a series of cool people to talk about all the amazing things they do for entrepreneurs. And then in the afternoon, we have a 1 hour with ARPA-H. Also talking about cool things they're doing for entrepreneurs in America. So yeah, we'll see who's better, I guess. Like, I don't know.
It's pretty cool. I mean, there's going to be some fun stuff. And then of course, as per usual, there is an entire party circuit in San Francisco, which is the closest big city to me. And then, you know, he would probably die if I ever like addressed him in public. My brother is going to be there as well. See if I can trick him into coming onto the show. That'd be funny. He's a biotech VC now, so you know.
Yeah, he's like a real person. Yeah. That's great.
No, he's like he like belongs there. He's probably invited to like real meetings versus us. We're just kind of like, we're here.
Up. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna do some talk shows. So it's gonna be great. And then we'll do like a post-show roundup or something like that. It's
something.
Okay. Yeah. So America, as you've been waiting for, here is Kat and Lisa's top list of everything we could think of over the past few days.
Really the last 10 minutes, but yeah, exactly.
All right, whatever, it's fine. We started a little while ago. All right,
we did.
Number 1, Lisa, what's the criteria for top regulator?
Okay, like the best person doing the most important work that actually is like a real serious person, but also great, and is doing some important policy making and regulation and rule writing that like doesn't suck. That's my criteria.
And that person is
Alex Muggy.
Amazing.
Yep. Chief Health Informatics Officer of CMS. That's the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services of America. And that's her. And she's amazing. She is no longer 40, but still she is amazing.
Yeah. Well. I mean, she might be 39. We don't even know. But yeah, Alex Muggy is the best. She also was responsible for everyone's actual favorite rule that hasn't really been finalized, prior auth. Prior auth.
Yeah, no, I mean, like a lot of, and I would say like a lot of like her work has a potential and has in the past like made markets, like has like done things where health tech innovators can actually like build businesses off of to do cool stuff, that's kind of a big deal. Like the work she's done around, you know, prior authorization, healthcare directory, interoperability, and patient access, like actually has resulted in like info blocking, like real companies doing real stuff. So she is like making healthcare better and also helping companies innovate in healthcare. That's kind of cool. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's like basically all about America. And the other great thing about Alex is like, unlike some of us who are showboating across America,
she's not showboating.
She's not showboating across America. Yeah, like
we're showboating for her because she's so awesome.
Yeah, so like sometimes you got to have hype women. We do have a top hype woman in this deck, by the way.
Yeah,
Stay
we
tuned.
do. We do. We do.
Oh, actually, it's gender neutral because we didn't say like top
Hype
woman,
person.
top dude because that's bullshit. But yeah, so Alex Muggy is a freaking boss. She's the person who basically makes everything happen in CMS. So like you guys should call her.
Yeah, and I heard there was a rumor that people like didn't understand because okay, a lot of people in CMS and other agencies like moved away during the pandemic and they were working remotely and all that good stuff. Alex lives in Maryland. She is very, very close to, sorry, Alex, but you do live in Maryland, very close to DC. She's around, she's ready to do stuff. So
yeah,
I would just say if you're like a DC person, you don't know Alex, she's awesome.
Ready to serve her country. Oh,
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And the only time Alex showboats is when we make her come to our parties and we showboat around her and she gets in those pictures. So she's actually doing stuff. Also, I'd be fine if we were going to abolish the ONC and just put it all under Alex. Like that'd be fine too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Good with that
I heard that might happen. So, you know,
well, if we have anything to do with it.
All right. God bless Alex Muggy. She's the best.
Alex Muggy.
Top interoperability advocate. Okay. So this person is another non-showboat who actually
does totally
shit, actually makes it, and probably America, listen to me now, probably has had more of an impact on interoperability than any of you motherfuckers on the internet.
That's right.
And that person is Lisa.
Shannon West. Amazing. Shannon is truly, we need like the Vuvuzuela sound or whatever, like the like we need sound effects. We're like, no, we're not there. But we Shannon is like also, it's interesting, also not a showboat, but super not at all, and just like incredibly influential, like has like influenced so many, has done stuff herself, and then also has like influenced so much stuff that you all have no idea is even happening. Like truly, she is the best. Really wonderful. Yeah, she's the best. And I would say like with all this stuff with national networks getting going and like what's right and wrong, like Shannon is the person who's actually like doing stuff. Yeah. So she's amazing. She also worked for the government and did a lot of crazy stuff, but also didn't showboat that. So no one even knows about it. Except for those of us who know about it. Like really, people don't understand how influential she is, in addition to being an actually incredible like operator. And I think she got a fancy new job. I don't know the full details, so I don't want to like spread any rumors, but like I don't know if her like LinkedIn has been updated, but she is in a very important role, I would say. Yeah, it's like, isn't she the chief strategy officer at DataVant? I didn't want to spread any rumors. I don't know if it's all been finalized or whatever. Oh, well, I don't know. But anyway, it's hard to know because that was probably in one of our disappearing chats. Totally. I think that my sense is I think she's been recognized in her own company, which is DataVant, for being incredible. And that's great. And they should definitely, continue to do that because she is like really, really great. So yeah. Shannon's the best. Okay. All right. Worst company of the year, which is a tie. It's a tie. Are we ready? In the like broad health tech space, just to be clear, there are probably other like worst companies in that. Yeah. This is like our general. This is Kat and Lisa's world, which, as you know, is about the size of a thimble. So here's what we got going on. 23andMe. 23andMe. You guys. Lisa, now you have. So before I was like, this company isn't that bad. Like whatever. So it just like tanked. Like who cares? But you made the great point that not only have they tanked, they are selling all of our genetic data as an asset because apparently assholes like me just sign that over and we're kind of fucked. Yeah. Which one of you who has 23andMe actually read those T's and C's and all the updates after the fact? Nope. I certainly didn't. And yeah, this is what happens, man. This is what happens. I did not read the T's and C's. You swab your cheek and now they have your genetic data forever and they are selling it off. Boom. Sad news. Sad news. Not great. The other worst company of the year, Forward Health. Yeah, this is bad. This was really bad. It was embarrassing. A ton of money, and they were like, "We're gonna create a pod with like AI shit," and it like didn't work, and they burned all the money in a dumpster fire, as far as I can tell. The end. Yeah, and it sounds like the CEO of Forward is now VCs are throwing money at him to start a new company. So. Yeah, I mean, this is a theme, as you'll see, but like I mean, they raised a gazillion dollars and they were trying to sort of like control or like be part of the conversation about the future of primary care, blah, blah, blah. Like the CEO was part of that for a long time. And it's like I'm not one of those people who says that like only doctors can run like medical, companies, but like in this case, it's really clear when somebody is like very much shooting from the hip, right? I mean, I think you really you in particular, one of the things people were really upset about is that they abandoned their patients, which is like illegal also.
Oh yeah.
You're actually not,
like
you actually can't just like shut down and be like, bye. Cause like there's medical records, like test results, whatever else it is. Right. And there is something like against patient abandonment. And by like people from that saying like, how can you just shut down? Like you have to do all these things. You can't just like go away. That's not how it works when you're dealing with like actual patients. So,
Yeah. Bummer. I walked by one of these in New York City, the Flatiron, and it looked, I mean, no one was in it. Like you wouldn't have known it was closed because whenever I see a Forward Health, like there's never anyone in it. So it looked like business as usual, but it was definitely, you could not go in. So sad, but kind of awful. There's plenty of other worse companies. These were just like the most dramatic, big failures that we could think of at the time. All right. Are there other worse companies? Who else do we consider?
Yeah,
the problem is there's like a lot of bad companies. Yeah, loyal fans, tell us who you think the worst company of the year is, please. Because again, not like we put a ton of thought into this. What evil companies are there out there? Tell us more. We know there are plenty. All right.
Totally.
Oh, speaking of worst companies, we clearly had to split it into multiple categories because there was a tie, and this is Lisa's personal best category. So Lisa, who is the worst AI scam in America?
In my opinion, the worst AI scam is Hippocratic AI, who is saying that they are providing AI nurses for $9 an hour that are trained on specific like topic areas. First and foremost, like the company itself is like one of those scams where like a guy like stole a bunch of money, shut the company down, and then got a bunch of more money thrown at him. And there are rumors on the internet that he used the data, including patient data from his prior company to start training the LLMs for this new company. Now, that's allegedly, don't sue me. I just read it on the internet. What do I know? But that sucks to me. And also the idea that you would be using AI to like replace nurses is just really offensive to me in a lot of ways. I don't feel great about it. I also don't feel like it's good care. And I feel like what's going to happen is that people are going to be given low quality AI nurse chatbots versus access to actual care. And I'm not good with that. So in my opinion, this is the worst use of AI. I am actually coming around in all kinds of ways to AI in my own life, in my own work, but like this ain't it in my opinion.
Yeah, strong agree. Whoever Doug Rogers is, welcome.
That's
Doug.
right.
I agree. It's on the internet. It's true. That's like exactly why this top list matters. 100%. Hey, nurses who are watching us, I see Rochelle here. We probably got
How
some
do you
nurses.
feel about this?
What do you think of the fake AI nurses? I mean, they're not fake because they're real AI nurses, but they're not real. So let us know what you think. I
really hate this aspect of AI. Like there's so many aspects of AI I think are terrible and fake. Like if you look at, I was thinking also about Character AI, which some of our loyal fans may be familiar with. That's the company that creates these AI chatbots to be friends with. They take on these characters and they are these like friends to people, and they allowed like young teenagers onto the platform. And at least one teenager died by suicide. After being taken down a really, really dark path with one of these character AI bots. That's like the worst side of this, right? That's like not the place we need to go. That's not helpful to society. It's not a net positive. It's a net negative, right? We don't need more of that. We need more connection, more human connection. Yeah, exactly, Rochelle. This is just extreme hubris about the reality of and the responsibility of providing medical care to people, healthcare to people. It's not a chatbot. It's not a character AI. It's not any of those things. It's something, it's real care delivery. It's a huge responsibility. So really just, this just bums me out in the hugest way. I hate this stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. The other, so back to worst companies ever, which this is kind of involved in. Rochelle also says change healthcare, which really did kind of fuck shit up a little bit
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't, you could say like, oh, they got hacked. That's like super sad. Which and like, I'm a capitalist here. Like, I love the great free markets. Like, I actually felt bad for them, and then I found out that Insena, LLC actually has better security protocols in place.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I felt bad for them for 0 seconds because they were a massive company with a huge amount of really, really critical data. And during the before and during and after, before and during at least the transition to the acquisition to United, they just completely left the doors open. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Not great. And then, as our friend Clay from Mostly Medicaid said when he was on our show, he's coming back, by the way. He was like, make sure to call Change Healthcare what it is, United Health Group, which is currently no one's favorite company. So,
Yoinks.
Wah, wah, wah. Strong agree on that one. Strong agree on that one. Okay, all right, moving on here. Okay, top shit poster on the internet who we always enjoy. So here's the thing. There are a lot of great shit posters on the internet. Like, we love Preston. We love all these people. Still reigning #1 champion shit poster.
Yeah, Nikhil. He's
100%.
really, he's out there. He's doing his thing. Appreciate him.
Yeah, he's great. You should all read his stuff. It's he's got like a whole thing going on now. Weirdly, doesn't have a LinkedIn page for his endeavor, but he does have a real website. Yeah, it's a real website. You have to like go to his website. Like, whatever.
All right.
But he's great. He's got good posts, great tweets. We feature his tweets often. He's also a 2024 guest, so maybe he'll come back. We'll see. Any other runners up for top shit poster other than Lisa Berry? We did not include ourselves in this list.
You should just assume that we're on this list in our hearts.
Yeah. Like,
I did. So Sachin Jain, the CEO of Scan Group, Scan Health Plan, Scan whatever, he posts a ton on both, like on LinkedIn, a ton. And he always writes things where I'm like, I wouldn't say that if I were you, because someone's going to say that like my own baby is ugly. Right. And it was very interesting, his choices, because the side conversation, the back end conversation about some of the stuff he writes is like, hey, bud, look in the mirror, look in the mirror. So it does take a lot of, takes hubris as well to be a shit poster. I certainly have some of it, not all of it though.
Yeah, you kind of need the big balls. I mean, I shit post a lot. I feel like mostly I just like, I'm also in a position where I'm allowed to like name names and be like a total asshole. But yeah, Sachin really, sometimes this stuff is awesome. And sometimes you're like, whoa, who pissed that guy off on Tuesday?
I know. Tell us the real story, Sachin. Like, tell us the real story. Who did it? Say their
yeah. All right. Best reporter in our universe. So this is a relatively new reporter, but we have been impressed with their coverage of our super small, niche, and complex industry. It's Ashley.
Who I think it's pronounced Kapoor, which is great.
Yeah.
I love her name.
From CNBC.
CNBC, like your work. CNBC has really has actually got some really intrepid health tech reporters started in their careers, and I think she's no exception.
Yeah, she's awesome. So looking forward to seeing more of her coverage. Reporters change jobs a lot, so I'm hoping if she changes a job, she just like becomes a health tech reporter somewhere else. But yeah, we're into it. And CNBC, props to you for like caring about interoperability a little bit.
They like, to be fair, like they allow coverage, like they allow their reporters to cover the space, which is like poorly understood by so many different outlets.
Yeah. So doing great. And then, but best media outlet of our industry, I feel like, and remains Politico, because, here's also why I think that. So like we pay for like Politico Pro, and like, I will tell you guys, if you want to drop like 8 to 9K a year, like it's pretty awesome if you're into this stuff. So like, if you have that much money, and I understand most people don't, like it really is great. Their coverage is awesome. Their pro coverage is great. You get alerts like all freaking day. You get the news at like 4 a.m. before anyone else. So if that matters to you, like go for it. But their free coverage is also pretty great. So, and we
They
like
do.
a lot of
Yeah,
that
also, they do a good job. They understand that it's a very political space, health tech in general, interoperability, and they cover it like that. So they do a good job.
Yeah. So we're here for it. And mostly when political reports something, we like believe it. So
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Yeah. Also, Darius came to one of our parties this summer. That was fun. That guy's great.
I don't think Darius works there anymore. Did I get that wrong? Where does Darius work
Oh,
now?
where did he go to? You went to Kaiser?
Yeah, Darius works at Kaiser. Kaiser
okay.
Health,
Well,
right.
All right. Well, we like
He's
him.
an alum of Politico, so
Yeah.
Ben
we like
Leonard.
him.
Ben Leonard is there.
Oh yeah, Ben Leonard's great. Yeah,
but like the who's who of like health tech reporting over the years has worked at Politico.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe Ashley will go there next.
Mohana worked there before too.
Best company. Oh, Grace has got a wait. Before we go to best company, we got one from Grace.
Evacor, yes.
We got,
Yes, shout out.
Oh yeah. So we met a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, we had her on our show. Shit, what's her name? The woman we met at JPM last year, who was from Evacor, who started a cool company for prior auth. What was her name? Lauren.
I forget. Shoot. We'll remember it.
We'll remember it. But yeah, but like we like what she's doing. But yeah, apparently this company is evil. Okay, what does Grace say? Deny the sickest patients care prescribed by their board certified physicians. That sounds bad. That sounds like they deserve to be on the list. Yeah.
I'm actually also like willing to say that I think that peer-to-peer as a concept in denying care and prior authorization is like total BS. And even though I am not the biggest defender of like, I don't think that medical doctors are like should just like be able to do whatever they want without question and that they're always doing the perfect right thing. I think that peer-to-peer, if I were a medical doctor, I'd be offended by it. It is ridiculous. You cannot have like someone who is like licensed in another state and maybe not in good standing and doesn't have experience or isn't board certified in your specialty come back and say like, I don't think the patient needs that. You're like, who are you? Who are you?
Yeah.
It's BS. I'm over it. I'm ready to say no peer-to-peer. Sorry, health insurance companies. No.
Okay, but less exciting on prior auth. Did Olive get sold in 2024 or was that 2023?
Yeah, I think it was sold for parts in 24.
Okay. Olive is also a terrible AI company because they weren't even AI and it was like Olive.ai, but I think they just had a bunch of macros running in a spreadsheet. Like it wasn't even
XLS.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not great. That was another bad, like I feel like we're going to have like a really good list of AI companies that just like,
implode. We are.
2025 is going to be the year. Okay. So best company, you guys, we actually had a really hard time figuring out who the best company is. I don't know if that says something about like our industry, us, or the fact that we instead chose an entire category for best company.
That's right. Well, first of all, we're using Elion's, summary. So shout out to them. They do great summaries of the space.
Oh yeah, sign up for them. They're great. Yeah,
they're really good. They write really good stuff. I will say this is meant to reflect the entire category because again, we could not choose. This is the only thing I've heard a medical doctor be excited about in terms of technology in like my entire life. I'm not even kidding. My first job in health, it was my first job in like this sector was at an EHR company. So like I have heard just all kinds of just angry, really unhappy medical doctors about healthcare IT, about technology for like well over a decade now. And this is the first thing I've heard someone be like, this is great. It's amazing. I love using it. It's freaking awesome. Like I have never heard a medical doctor say it, never in my life.
Samesies. So we we went to Epic's UGM and we were quite honored and they let us interview people, but then we also went and found our own people to interview and they let us. And so we interviewed a bunch of doctors and like hospital people and all of them were like, this AI scribe shit is like the greatest thing that's ever happened. So
they were not prepped. Like even though they tried to keep they tried to keep people from us who were not prepped. We found them anyway. We found them anyway. And they, without any prep, like immediately told us this. And they went on for a long time about it. They were like, I can go home in the evenings at a normal time. I do not have to work all evening. Literally people were like, it is amazing.
Yeah. Timing save was like hours
and hours a day. Really crazy.
Oh yeah. It was even a day. It was crazy. So
per day.
And like, I want to say, we don't actually know like all these companies. So I'm not saying they're good or bad. I'm just saying this is a great technology. Also, we've heard wonderful things about Abridge, and we've heard good things about Nabla. I had no idea Innovacer did this. Like, there's some of these on here where I'm like,
I don't know how real it is, but
I
sure.
don't know.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, but we'll see like what happens there, I guess.
I think the big ones are Abridge, Ambiance, and then Nabla is smaller, but has gotten some good press. But it's really Abridge and Ambiance, I think, that are the bigger players in the space, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, Nuance, isn't Nuance doing it
Nuance
through Epic? Yeah.
Yes.
Where is
Yeah,
Nuance on here? Did they just leave them out? That's awesome if they did. Leave out the big company.
fine.
But yeah, I think Nuance is doing the partnership with Epic. So I think
But
they're
Nuance was
probably-
doing like scribing for a long time before they,
Yeah.
you know, the thing is like Nuance was, I think, was already in the sector, but not specifically an AI scribe. I think that they would have had to kind of staple the technology onto their existing basis of you know, like voice scribing, which is, you know, seems like a good place to start, but you'd be shocked how hard it is to actually like staple on a new technology. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, it is. Okay, if anyone else has, if any of our loyal fans have best company suggestions, shout them out. We will likely see them. Okay, top.
Wait.
Ultras.
We have
So
a good comment here from Amy about the peer-to-peer stuff about Dr. Baxter. I think we met Amy at JPM.
Amy was on our show.
Right?
She-
Yeah.
the technology that isn't going to get you. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right. She said the peers who are judging prior auth are the ones who have bagged private practice to make 3 times the money. You know, and that's right. There's all kinds of issues with it.
Yeah. Hey, Amy, what's up? Okay. Our top altruist. So we wanted to have a person who cares about America, cares about people, doesn't really seem to care about money, and also like is doing something despite being able to doing something higher profile with lots of money and fanciness. And that person is Dr. Lynn O'Connell, who works for Marshall University, Marshall Health Network. She runs Project Hope for Women and Children. This one, like, listen, as everybody knows, Insena donates a lot of money to Project Hope too. So we've gotten to know Lynn really well. She's awesome. She's doing amazing work. And she's like saving lives over here. So she's also like a delightful, wonderful person. So if you ever hit up Huntington, West Virginia, call Lynn and hang out. So yay, Lynn. Do we know any other, like, who are other great altruists?
I mean, whoever their top donor to Zoria Foundation is, obviously.
Well,
they who shall not be named. Is it just, or is it you?
It's me.
It's actually me.
But aside from me, we do well. That person is also in our deck for a different category, so we will shout out that later.
That's right.
Yeah, we got like lots of people are donating money. I will say other donor who's not in this deck, who could be if we had thought of categories better. CEO Dave Wessinger of Plinklicare donates a lot of money to Zoria Foundation and helps out a lot of women working in healthcare. So that guy freaking is awesome. He's also really fun. So thanks. That guy's the best. We'll make up a category for him next year, most likely.
Sure.
Anyone else who's the best?
I mean, it's Mackenzie Scott out here as well.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So Lisa, best big data attorney. I feel like we tell everyone who our favorite lawyer is all the time. So I feel like this will be no surprise.
Alia Suleiman is our best big data attorney.
Yeah,
she's an expert.
She is the best. Yeah. Knows all kinds of stuff. Also, like, so she does do a lot of posting on the internet, but I feel like she is not a showboater.
She is also not a showboater, but she is extremely smart and extremely with it, and also like got snapped up by Datavant, I want to say last year. So they're lucky because she was amazing.
Yeah. So Alia started her career working with another person in our deck who may be next at Epic, right? But I don't know if that was her first.
That was not her first job, but she did. Yeah. She did have an important role at Epic.
Yeah, she was a big deal, and then she went
to Cal Index, which became Manifest MedX in California.
I don't think I knew that.
Alia's a really qualified person in the area. She knows a lot. She's worked with a lot of important companies, has a really important background of understanding of the space. So, you know,
not a pretender. Not a pretender. Yeah, and then she went to work for McDermott, and did a lot of fancy stuff. And yeah, now she went to Datavant. They pulled her away from the lure of consulting. Yeah, so that's awesome. So now Shannon and Ali are at Datavant. I don't know. They're going to take over the world. We'll see. Do we have other favorite lawyers? Yes, we do. Top lawyer who is also willing to kick us in the ass at any time, Lucia Savage.
Oh yeah, she will kick us in the ass.
Lucia is totally willing to be like, you guys are wrong.
She will fight you. She will definitely fight you.
Oh man. Who do we have other favorite lawyers?
Well, in terms of people who are experts in our space, Mel Solis, who works with a bunch of people who I work with and works with Civitas, is incredible, super bright. Jody Daniel also really understands the space. So there's a couple of good ones. I like attorneys.
You know who's a lawyer who's not like a practicing lawyer? Mark Nee.
Well, he is a practicing. Well, he's not working as a lawyer for the government, but he is a lawyer.
Billing hours, like what?
Right. He's not billing hours. Mark Nee is an attorney. I think he's actually like a licensed attorney too. But yes, he is. He is an attorney. Mark. He probably has an active bar license in DC, I imagine.
There are a bunch of these lawyers that do non-lawyer stuff. Isn't David Koppel a lawyer?
David Koppel is technically, and I think legally, actually really a lawyer. I don't know if his bar license is active, but oh my goodness.
Well,
that guy's a lawyer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on.
All right.
Best lobbyist. Who could it be?
This is an obvious one too.
Lad
Wiley. You are the top lobbyist. Talk about influential. Oh my goodness.
Lad Wiley is the best, and Lad Wiley is such a lobbyist that he doesn't even have a LinkedIn. So Melissa can't tag him. But Melissa, will you please tag Nick Frenzer, who I believe does have a LinkedIn, who can maybe tell Lad that he won best lobbyist. So Lad is like chief of government affairs and also other things at Epic. And this guy is very impressive. I feel like this picture is like the perfect picture because you don't even know Lad is winning until he's won. And here he's just like, I'm at the bar wearing my t-shirt. What's going on? And then all of a sudden it's like, blah, and shit happens. Yeah. So yeah. What else do we have to say about Lad?
He's a very nice guy. He's very smart. He's very unassuming, which is just great for him. Which is great because for him, he is succeeding. Just the not even having a LinkedIn is perfect. You don't need a LinkedIn if you're the top.
He's got a Twitter or an X or whatever it's called. Yeah, you don't need to shit post on LinkedIn if you are all of America's best lobbyist in health IT.
That's right.
Nick's pretty great too. I think. Oh wait, did Nick get it? I don't remember if Nick got a new job or not. But anyway, we still like him. All right, best hype person. Okay, this one could have been a lot of people. I'll just say some of the people it could have been. Like it could have been Grace.
Could have been Grace. Grace probably gets a co award here for that.
Grace gets a co award because she's definitely best hype person ever. It's Grace Cordovano, to be clear. Grace Vinton, also a hype woman though.
Also a hype woman.
Yeah,
the Graces. They call themselves the Graces, and they are hype women. Appreciate it.
Who else? I mean, there's a lot of people who are like,
this was tough competition.
Yeah, it's tough competition, but I have to say, we have awarded best hype person to Gloria Vanderham.
Gloria Vanderham. Dear lady extraordinaire.
An amazing photo of Gloria. We don't even know what this is. Dave Chucksey, who used to be, I think he was commissioner of health for New York City, I think. And this was at our last interesting person party in New York City. And who knows what's going on here? But she is just Gloria's got a lot of feelings about whatever's going on here. So, but Gloria, it doesn't matter like what you're doing. Gloria's going to hype you up, and you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear it on Instagram. You're going to hear it on LinkedIn. You're going to get a lot of texts. I don't know what other platforms she's on because those are the only ones I'm on. And she's going to find you at any conference that you are at, and you guys are going to hang out. And she's going to tell you shit is going to happen. She's the best.
She's great.
So congratulations, Gloria, for winning best hype woman, hype person, because this is gender neutral, y'all. All right. Best billionaire.
Yeah. So billionaires, as you all know, should not exist, except for the ones we like, and there are only
I mean,
a few of them.
I think they should exist.
I know that's where we differ.
I would like to be one.
I tried to get that one by you, but you didn't. You didn't let it go.
I heard it.
But
Lisa,
if there's
what?
going to be a best billionaire in 2025,
It's going to
I
be.
think it's going to be Mark Cuban. He is really like putting his money where his mouth is on this. And the work that Cost Plus Drugs is doing is really incredible. And they are really focused on actually bringing down the cost of drugs. They are moving into manufacturing. They are doing whatever they can do around transparency. And like, it's actually really impressive. You know, I think billionaires can have lots of stupid side projects. This is now no longer a side project for Mark Cuban, as far as he's like getting rid of other stuff to do this. Like, I think he's very ambitious on this. And like, I think he's doing something great. And Justin needs a billionaire, which I mean, I understand.
Don't we all?
You know, don't we all? I would totally work with Mark Cuban. Shout out Mark Cuban. You can always come on our show. You have a standing invitation, just like Lena Khan. You and Lena Khan can both come on the show. We would love to talk. And I think you're doing great work. So shout out to you.
Yeah, come on over. Mark Cuban and Lena Khan, come on our show.
That's right.
Okay. Do we know any other billionaires? I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
I know John Doerr. Does that count? He's a billionaire.
Yeah, I don't know if he comes on talk shows anymore. I don't know what he's
I
doing.
don't know.
All right. Best
John
venture-
John Doerr can also come on our show, just to be clear. John, if you can hear us,
you can totally
feel
come
free to
on.
come on.
We're not talking about OKRs though. I don't want to talk about OKRs if it comes on the show. Anyway, all right. Best venture capitalists. Listen, there are actually like a lot of venture capitalists out there. And obviously, as everybody knows, some of the qualifications for getting on this list is that you're our friend.
That's right.
Although Mark Cuban is like not our friend.
Mark Cuban is not currently our friend, but like he could be.
I think he will be our friend later. I don't know. Okay, best venture capitalist. Ben Freeberg. So cute. Ah! Okay, so Ben. So full disclosure, Leslie and I are LPs in Oncology Ventures. He runs Oncology Ventures. He started Oncology Ventures. He is a cancer survivor. And then like has done all kinds of cool health tech stuff in the in between. So he is focused on cancer care, but because we care about health tech, he's only doing like tech in cancer care, which is super cool. And not like med devices and like a lot of that bullshit we don't understand. Or I don't know, maybe you do, Lisa, because your brother's like a CEO in pharma and biotech, but like I don't know that stuff. But Ben is the best. I also want to say like his experience for LPs is like awesome. The companies that he's invested in are the best. They're super fun, and he's focused, and he really cares, and he knows the space really well because he's been there and done that. So go Ben, you're the best. Also, side comedian on like he does. I don't know. Maybe one day he will be so famous that he will quit his venture capitalist job. But he does a ton of stand-up comedy.
He is a comedian. He's a venture capitalist. He's a really, really great like dinner party guest kind of guy. Really wonderful person. And we're awarding him best venture capitalist, and my brother's a VC. So there you go, Ben. That's how much I love you.
And Kevin, to be clear, this cat is eating.
What is the shark doing?
And I told Melissa, I found this on Instagram, and I said I would love this photo, and she sent it to me from my new house. So thank you, Melissa. This is Cat of 2025.
That's right.
That's right. Anyway, okay, all right. So great job, Ben. Do we have any other venture capitalists?
My brother.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
Brother.
I'm just joking. No, my brother does not deserve. He doesn't deserve any acclaim from this talk show. But he is, in fact, a venture capitalist.
We also love Hong from Define.
We love Hong. Hong is also a VC. She's great.
Great. Cares about duals and Medicaid and things like that.
Does.
And then we had Tiffany Yu on from Seven Wire.
Tiffany Yu.
We had like a bunch of people.
Good ones.
Yeah. Who else? We had. I forget. Margaret from Flair.
Yeah, we've had some
Yeah,
great
VC.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, we'll think about stuff a little later about that. But anyway, Congratulations, Ben. This is a prestigious award. You're welcome.
It is.
Best Substack. What? Of course. I feel like this is like not a surprise.
Brendan
It's like not a
Keeler.
surprise.
He
Oh
is
my God.
committed to writing this. And I will say, like, to be like his credit, he like sometimes crowdsources his big, like longer form pieces, which is great. One of his he did a whole series on Epic as an ex-Epic person. And this is from his Epic his epic story about with the call the ambulance, but not for me in terms of how Epic has responded to its competitors. Oh, good job,
So
Brendan.
So good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Brendan's stuff is cool. And he's at HTD now, right?
HTD Health. HTD Health? Yes.
He's doing the interop stuff. You know, and I feel like we are a great internet match, the Health Tech Talk Show plus Brendan, because we just say stuff and Brendan does it the nice way. So
he does the research and like writes like long form articles. Like that's fun.
Kind of backs us up a little bit, which is totally cool. So yeah. And President Joe Mercado says, make sure you follow him on LinkedIn too. Don't just follow Substack. Apparently he's got some content there. So that's fantastic. All right, what we got going on here? This is a long top list of everything, y'all. This is why we couldn't have any guests on this show.
Have a guest.
Most innovative person. Okay, we didn't pick one. Who's the most innovative person?
Besides me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not very innovative.
Like, who has done something like actually super innovative in the past year?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't have anything, y'all. We didn't pick anyone. Yeah, because we thought about making this Sarah Hollabeck, who runs like an innovation consultancy, but like consultants for hire, I feel like they need their own category. That's where I'm going to put myself.
I feel like Sarah would definitely be a contender for that. They do really great work. They have a great firm.
Totally. Absolutely. They're awesome. We love her. She's an Aquarius, 100%. But like, who has built an innovative product in the past year?
Tell us who. I don't feel like 2024 was a super innovative year personally, and I'm worried about 2025. I think 26 is going to be innovation time, but 25 is going to be uncertainty time, and that's not great. That'll push people into like it will create like the crucible for innovation, right? We're going to lose everything. Okay, now you've got to innovate. But like 24 was like, we don't know what's going on. Like, what's going to happen in the world, right?
What do you think?
Oh, Amy says, stay tuned.
She might be the most innovative.
Stay tuned, y'all.
We'll have to, we'll in our post-show notes, which we sometimes do on time and sometimes don't, we'll link to the show where we had Amy on telling us about her cool stuff. So, okay, our loyal fans, please tell us who the most innovative person might be, because like we don't know them. We don't know them. Best state official. So we like a lot of state officials. God bless the states. And so there's some contenders here, like Josh from Missouri. We really like that guy. We like all the people crushing it in West Virginia. Does David Horrocks count as a state official?
He is a state official. He's
like quasi-state, right? Yeah. We like that guy. We like all of them. But number one for us, Cody. Secretary of North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. I think that's the acronym. This guy has done like a lot of stuff.
Or like, hasn't this term ended, or it's ending this year or whatever?
He's still there. I don't. They had a governor's transition, so I don't know if he's staying. We don't know. A lot of people do leave, but we don't know if he's staying or going. But this guy's awesome. I think Kevin from Manat, who's on here, works with Cody or has worked with Cody. Like, Cody has done a lot of really cool stuff. And like, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, it's like all over the internet lately too. All the cool programs he's pushed. Kevin says soon to end. So that's why top official. He's done some really interesting, innovative things with medical debt, done a lot with like healthy communities, social determinants, all that stuff. So this guy's basically freaking crushing it. And he has quite a life story. Kevin, who is his replacement?
Kevin, tell us his replacement.
We're all waiting. Kevin.
We don't know. We don't do any research. So,
this is what happens. This is what happens when you come on our show and you comment and never come on the show. Now we have to wait for you. Okay, what is this? Well, Okay, well, I can't click on this link live, so you're just gonna have to tell us. Anyway, okay, Cody, God bless you. You are amazing.
And also keep in mind, like state officials in like healthcare, Department of Health, public health, whatever it is, they work for like $5 a year. So when you're thinking about like being mad at them for whatever reason, like remember that they work for even less than the federal government. So like be nice. For
Not
sure.
ideal. Things aren't great. But still doing amazing things. This guy could have won top altruist too. Like, I don't know. So we'll see. I bet he's going to do something really amazing next.
He will.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Michael found it because he probably clicked
do this. Sounds
Okay.
right. Professor Duke. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Nominated by Governor-elect
Awesome.
Josh Stein to succeed Kinsley as secretary. Oh, that's exciting. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, Michael. Always here for
Well,
us.
they have a chance to be the next best state official if we do this ever again.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, best CEO. So we argued about this one because, man, we really like Michael from Arcadia. Like, he is like our new BFF. He is hilarious. We think he's like running a good company. You know, he acquired both Mickey Tripathi and Anish Chopra. So like, what? Like, he's just acquiring like these people, and we really like him. However, we gave best CEO, which I feel like he'll agree with, to Jonathan Bush. Who I feel like always wins top CEO, but this guy is freaking wild. Like,
Okay, this is only if you think that the job of CEO, which you probably do, which you wouldn't be incorrect about, is to like get people excited about your mission to follow you. Like that's what Jonathan Bush can do.
he is
like
a cult leader.
That's right. He is like totally willing to like consider new things. He seems like you in the sense that he's like, what is it? Strong opinions loosely held. What was it? Like, that's it. Like he is so freaking enthusiastic about the world and about making change, and his enthusiasm and his like star power brings people to him and they like do stuff, and like good people. There's people who work in this company who are like really great and like doing important work and figuring stuff out, but they're like, he's got that je ne sais quoi to get them to follow him, which is like, okay, you know, that's the CEO role in this case. It's not about anything else. It's about his vision and his attracting people who are going to work really hard to make this happen.
Yeah, and I know there's lots of drama out there about like, you know, the takeover of Athena Health, where you got, you know, as Lisa, you said this guy's got fired by the board energy, like, you know,
he does,
like,
and I think he would agree with me when I think I've told him that. I feel like
I think he would
I don't
say
recall,
yes,
but I think he would agree with me if like I said that to him in person, which I probably already have because I've, you know, hung out with him fairly often. And you know, nobody's perfect. We all have demons in our closet, and Jonathan Bush is no different, but he's doing stuff.
Yeah, and there are two sides to every story on that. And the other thing that's cool about Jonathan Bush is he is able to like really simplify complex topics, and he uses like wit and humor to do it. But he's like outrageously smart, and people who can simplify messages like that are important. We're waiting to see what Zeus is going to be. But honestly, like, yeah, I think it'll work out.
But I will say, Michael, Arcadia, you know, also real
strong
close runner-up there. Strong runner-up.
Yeah, and I think
we'll get him next time, Michael.
I think they're friends. So yeah, next year, 2025, the year of Michael. Okay, cool. All right. Best partier other than me.
I mean, Shruti Kochari of Blue Shield Industry Initiatives. This woman is out there in the world. She is committed to spending time with the people that she cares about and having fun while doing it. And she is always down to do stuff, to hang out, to make connections. She hosted, like, as far as I'm concerned, the best holiday party because I was not at your holiday party. So therefore, by default, it has to be hers.
Mine was
and
the
it
best.
was incredible. Yeah, well,
Grace,
I wasn't there.
Grace, comment and say it was mine. Gloria, come to my aid.
It was amazing, and like people came together and had a great time, and that's like the hallmark of her. So she is great. She's been to your parties. They put on a great one at all of the big conferences, and she is just she's down to be social.
She brings people together, and as anyone
really
who has read our soft power LinkedIn post, that is super important these days, and always was. But you know, soft power is the new hard power. Soft skills is the new hard skills. Yeah, thanks, Gloria. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, no, wow. Brendan.
No. Here's the thing. We love Otto. He is
runner-up, man.
He's like our favorite, but like, you know, like I think
maybe we should have given him the most innovative company, actually. Brendan, you should be like advocating for that. I think Photon deserves it.
Photon is the best. They are, you know what? We have said previously they are our favorite company. So that is a really good point. Yeah, okay, we can add that. We'll add that in like after the show, because we do love Photon. And you know,
I think in terms of like in a year of like kind of a dearth of innovative, you know, companies and activities, like them saying, no, we are going to try to change the way that people deal with e-prescribing. We want to put it in the hands of the patient and have them be able to direct prescriptions wherever they should go in a modern way. Like, that's innovation. I'm into it.
Yeah, that's great. So this is the other problem with doing your deck like right now. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
that's
Brendan,
right. All right.
Are these comments delayed? Yeah, we already, okay. Stop. Yeah, okay. Stop. All right. Photon is most innovative company.
We agree.
Also, just want to be clear, Michael, for anyone who wants to go to interesting person parties, first, you cannot have pissed us off. You have to be awesome. So you're those things. Here's the problem. I invite people manually on my cell phone. So if you want to come to a party, you kind of have to tell me. Otherwise, I go through my LinkedIn contacts of whatever city I'm going to be in, and I'm like, oh, I guess I know that person. This is not a scientific process. So you know, just like call me. Okay, moving on. We have 4 minutes. Biggest fan. Okay, I want to be clear here. We did this by number of comments over the past year, because President Joe Mercado, you're pretty close. You're pretty close to biggest fan.
You're pretty close, but you didn't win this year. You can fix it.
Biggest fan by comments and engagement and number of shows attended. Scott Stewie. Scott Stewie. Oh man, this guy sometimes pulls me a little left to center. Like sometimes, not often, but sometimes. And here he is talking to another, I'm just gonna assume he's a super fan, Rob Klutwick from Epic, and Alia, who is another winner of our deck list. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Big winners.
Okay, best work mom. These are honorable mentions here. Best work mom, obviously Miriam Paramore, who met all of my friends.
She's doing innovative work in her company too.
She is. So RX Utility, I mean, she's getting that thing moving. So they're doing really cool stuff. She also loves Mark Cuban, doing interesting stuff, getting patients affordable medications, which is really, really cool. So check that out. We've had her on our show a few times. Miriam is the best. She's also the best. We originally had this like best sponsor / mentor. Miriam is the best. So check out her company. We're going to have her back on to tell all about the cool things she's doing with RX Utility. And then I think the final category, best work dad. So Lisa mentioned earlier, who is the biggest donor to Zoria Foundation that is an individual, who's not a company, because you know we get a bunch of dollars from like actual companies. Scott Stewie back talking about Miriam. Boom.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Of course.
So best work dad is Gary Newlish of
Gary Newlish.
Look how freaking happy he is. And he's with Jen from Connie. Gary's the best. He's worked with us for a bunch. He always throws down whenever we need a match.
Such a good guy.
He always just like, and the thing about Carrie, so we don't have alerts at Zoria when someone ACHs us money. Like obviously if you donate via the form, we get it. This guy just ACHs us cash and doesn't tell us. And when we log in, we're like, why do we have all this money? And it's from Carrie. So he is our largest individual donor at Zoria Foundation. Biggest advocate, always here for us, always to trash talk if we're mad about someone. Doesn't even matter if he agrees with us. He's there.
He's a great guy. Really like him.
Gary's the best. So maybe one day we'll be able to acquire him. I don't know. You heard it here first. I don't know. Anyway,
awesome.
So yeah, and I think America, we're at our last slide. Like what?
So tell us obviously what we got wrong. I'm sure you will. And many of you have told us live, and some of you have offered excellent suggestions. Some of you have not. We appreciate, I do very much accept the addendum around Photon, and we will change that in our official list. And tell us who else should be on our list. Like, tell us what we got.
Yeah.
Tell us who
What did we
got.
miss? We missed whole categories.
We missed a lot.
Like we
For
missed.
sure.
Yeah. So maybe we'll revise. You know, I don't know. We can do whatever we want because it is the Health Tech Talk Show. So anyway, next week we're on our regular schedule. Next week we're on our regular
schedule next week, and then we have live shows on Monday of JPM, which are going to be, as usual, ridiculous. There's an off chance we will get new equipment for recording, and maybe not. And you know what? We'll see. If you want to help us make that dream a reality, feel free to sponsor the show. I know that Melissa put that in the chat. Your sponsorship will.
We will take your money.
Yeah, we will take your money because we are a budget operation and we need to figure out how to actually do live streaming. So the end. It's fine.
All right. Yeah. So congratulations to winners and losers.
All the winners, all the losers. We love you all.
Yeah,
great.
We love you. Also, if you want to be a guest in the show, we got. I don't think we have any openings for a while, but please email us. Actually, go to our website. There's a form.
Go to our website.
Fill out that form. At worst, you can email us at hello@healthtechtalkshow.com because we have a world-class Squarespace website that we made ourselves. So looking forward to hearing from all of you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Goodbye, America. Happy 2025.
Bye, America.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be chaotic and great.
Bye.